Welcome back. United Healthcare's focus on wellness in New Mexico starts before birth. Their assistance with the New Mexico Doula Association is fighting to ensure that our state's number of maternity care deserts decreases and healthy babies and families continue to grow.
Nine months. 9 months that will change lives forever. Expectant mothers and fathers anxiously awaiting the arrival of a child. It's supposed to be a time of joy, a time of excitement. But for many New Mexicans, the excitement is replaced with anxiety, the joy with fear and uncertainty. It's because many New Mexicans don't have access to the perinatal care they deserve.
Our birth outcomes are not optimal and are less than many other developed countries.
About 1/3 of New Mexico counties are considered maternity care deserts. Defined by the March of Dimes, these counties are without a hospital or birth center offering obstetric care and without any obstetric providers. And in counties that do offer such medical necessities, they're often done in a provider practice, with expectant mommies often seeing a rotation of providers, never giving the family a through line of care through labor and delivery.
It's an intimate experience, and so there's a lot of value in not being part of a large practice like that.
That's where a doula comes in.
Our job as a doula is to provide the emotional support, the physical comfort measures, so we're hands-on doing massage and counter pressure during labor and birth. We're working with clients beforehand for optimal fetal positioning, so we're doing things like spinning babies techniques to help them relax their body so baby can get into the best position for birth.
And that's just scratching the surface. A doula differs from a midwife in many ways. Primarily, they do not give medical advice or guidance. Instead, they act as an advocate for the families, a go-to for birth planning, and a careful entity that follows the process from trimesters to after delivery.
We believe that all New Mexicans deserve equitable access to evidence-based, trauma-informed, compassionate care throughout the perinatal period, and that's what our focus is to elevate the voice of the doulas as well as increase access for those who may not be able to pay for doula services.
Melissa Marie Lopez is the executive director of the New Mexico Doula Association, a nonprofit organization that works to make doula care inclusive and accessible to all New Mexicans who seek their help.
They support the entire family, not just the pregnant mom, and we feel that they are an extension of primary care. Therefore, it helps lend in the need of New Mexico where we have a lack of providers.
Linda Atencio is the New Mexico Business Development Manager for United Healthcare. She says the company is committed to helping nonprofits like the Doula Association throughout the state find organic solutions to New Mexico's needs, rather than implementing what they think is best for our diverse state.
We really have focused our attention to understanding the needs. Coming in with solutions is something that, we're used to coming in with, but we decided let's find out what is happening before we try to create a solution.
For example, rates of infant and maternal mortality are highest for people of color, often caused by a lack of access to health care. With the second highest population of Native Americans in the U.S., that means our state is at greater risk for potentially preventable deaths. In fact, New Mexico has 28 deaths per 100,000 live births. That's higher than the national average of 20 deaths per 100,000. Mix in cultural and language barriers that exist with some New Mexicans, and it pushes them even further from the vital care growing families need.
It's about 65% of women do not in New Mexico receive prenatal care. And again, that is something that we're looking at. Why? And it's lack of providers, it's lack of support. So, and sometimes just even lack of where to obtain care. So we really want to come in and help with that solution in New Mexico.
That support came to the Doula Association with a grant, which will help grow their network of doulas, expanding their roster of 8 to as many as 20 by year's end. The money will help offset costs doula services often incur.
It's amazing to me that the support that they provide. And again, they they are doing it without reimbursement sometimes, and the reimbursement they do get from some families, it's not a whole lot.
But for many doulas, like Melissa, this particular calling has nothing to do with money.
Doula work found me. I didn't find doula work. I'm born and raised here in Las Cruces, New Mexico. I'm a native. I never had children of my own. And I had a career. I have an MBA. I had a career in government prior. I burnt out in that world and found myself looking for healing for myself. My goal for myself is to build a pathway for the next generation of doulas that are coming here through New Mexico and that are going to be providing these services to families across the state.
A growing network of care for a growing population here in the land of enchantment.
Well, you can learn more about what United Healthcare is doing within our community online at uhccs.com/New Mexico. Stay with us. We'll be right back.